AI, specifically Cursor, using Claude 3.5 Sonnet is insane. The agent feature for Cursor, it's nuts. This video is about an hour long. It took me about an hour and 10 minutes. This app allows you to do is you can copy any YouTube link and you can paste it in here and it will analyze the transcript. It's going to create a video analysis right here. And so we can view the analysis, and so it's going to go through the entire intro. So it pulls the intro transcript, analyzes it with AI, and so the green is the actual hook, and then it breaks down the hook, and obviously this only took an hour, so I can make the prompts a little bit better. You can also do YouTube search, and so we can look up coding with Cursor agent. This is going to YouTube right now, and it's going to pull up all the videos as if you were typing directly on Cursor. We can just hit analyze, 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 analyze. And because we're using Deepseek, Deepseek allows us to run as many AI prompts as we want, basically, because it is so cheap. It is over 10 times cheaper than GPT-4o. And so basically we ran all of these transcripts and it summarized all of these. And so what we can do is we can, okay, I don't want to keep that. Okay, yeah, let's keep that. All right, let's save that to our database. All right, let's come down here and we can basically do research and we can save all of the relevant things from the video. And now we're just doing research. We're just going through quickly finding the key quotes. And you can think about this. You can learn about news. You could learn about niche topics. You could learn about storytelling. And we can save these to the database. And so if we go up here and we hit My Research, we can actually see all of the things that I've saved. And we can view the transcript for all of them. And we're creating this data archive. And we can also save all of the hook templates. And then I added this feature. Remember, this is all within an hour. We added this script editor, which allows me to select, we can select all the things about, let's just say, Cursor. We can choose whatever research that we wanted. We selected what research we wanted, and now we can create a script. And we can go how the most insane AI tools for coding ever. Or it's going to look at our hook, it's going to use basically the same hook template, and it's going to apply it to that research. We're using Deepseek right here, but we could actually use GPT-01 coding tools, and we can save the script here. So we can hit view script, and we can see coding tools, and here's the script right here. I made this in a little over an hour. Yeah, this video lays out exactly how I created it, so enjoy. Without writing a single line of code, I'm going to be using Cursor to build a YouTube power tool, one that rivals vidIQ, which is the most popular YouTube video idea tool. And it has a bunch of AI tools built in that helps you write scripts. I think we can make one that's significantly better for creators and short form creators and long form creators. And it costs $40 a month. And you only get 50 daily personalized video ideas. And they might not even be that good. And so $39 a month, that's a lot. We can make a software without writing a single line of code that might actually be better than vidIQ. And so we're going to set off on this journey whenever I am thinking about what tool I want to build. And so the first thing that I will do is I will go to Perplexity and I will say, what APIs allow me to pull the YouTube transcripts? And API, this is where you're going to pull things for your app. I don't even know what it stands for. Who cares? What APIs allow me to pull the YouTube transcripts from an input of a video link? This is what I searched yesterday when deciding what I wanted to make in this video. And what this is going to do is it's actually going to just tell me. So there's a bunch of them. And I know that this YouTube transcript API gets rate limited, and it's run by Google. And I ended up finding SupaData API. It's pretty cheap. And SupaData API tell me about that and give nextjs examples. And so you can ask Perplexity to literally give you code examples. And Perplexity will actually go to the site, find the right documentation and it will give you these examples. So we know that we need a SupaData API. Here's the JavaScript examples. And oftentimes you can just copy this, paste it into Cursor and say, build this feature. It's actually quite insane. So after doing a long brainstorming session yesterday, I came up with the two main features that I want in the app. I want to be able to extract the hook outline from any video, which I think is significantly more useful than vidIQ's suggested videos, which is basically just a title for your video. Instead, I want to extract what I call the hook outline, which is the intro. So that includes every line of the intro. And I want it to have a little description of why that sentence is valuable. And this is going to be like a one-page document that you can save to your app, and you can save all these different hook examples so that if you ever have an idea, you can like look through them and decide, okay, I want to use this hook for this video. This is a good template. And then later we can actually build the next feature, which is just put your idea into the app, and then it will automatically select which hook outline is the best, depending on which ones you've saved and liked over time. And then it will convert your idea into that hook outline, which is great for writing YouTube videos. So that's number one. And number two is YouTube research. So you're going to be able to search topics and it will show you all of the videos about that. And then you're going to be able to extract the transcript and very quickly save ideas to different folders. And it's going to be a YouTube power tool. And we're going to build it in one sitting. I'm not saying I'm going to have it hooked up to payments by the end of this video, but I'm saying that I'm going to have these core features in the three main APIs that we're going to be using, along with GPT-4o or GPT-01. We might be using that, but we're also going to be using Deepseek, which is the new AI model that's 10 times cheaper than ChatGPT 4o or Claude. We're going to use that. The SerpAPI is going to allow us to search a term and it will show YouTube results. And what we want out of this is relevant URLs, right? These are relevant YouTube links. We're then going to use those links and feed them into SupaData. SupaData takes a link, right? So it'll take a link and converts it into a transcript. Then we can use Deepseek to analyze the transcript, and we're going to get these hook outlines. We're going to store these hook outlines in Google Firebase, and we are also going to be using the SerpAPI. We're going to be using a very similar pattern for the YouTube search. And I think we're just going to build these on two separate pages. So we're going to have like create or like find inspiration and research. Maybe those are the two distinctions, inspiration and research. I'm going to write that down. All right, let's just get started. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to softwarecomposer.com. And I keep all the templates right in the side window. I'm just going to make it public, and I'm going to call this Creator Tube. And let's just start this up. So this is Replit right here. And Replit is the easiest way to just store templates, and I find it to be the easiest way to deploy. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to connect this to Cursor. And so we're going to just type in SSH right here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new Cursor window. And you can do that by right-clicking on here. We're going to hit New Window. If you haven't downloaded Cursor before, please do that. And then I'm going to go down to this integrated terminal. And I'm going to hit Command-K. And I'm going to type in this phrase right here. Generate an SSH key for Replit, name it Replit, and copy the public key to my clipboard. Do that word for word and press Submit. And what we're doing right now is we're just setting up Cursor to generate the code directly into the template. So we're going to be able to view whatever changes we make in Cursor, we'll view it on Replit. And they're going to be synced up perfectly. And so we're going to run that, and then we're going to press Y. And once you see these squiggly lines, you know that something good is happening. You're going to go back to Replit. You're going to go to the SSH section that we just had open. We're going to add a new key. We're going to paste this here. Let's call this Creator Tube. And we're going to hit Add SSH key. Then we're going to hit Connect. We're going to copy this key. Every time I do this, I realize it's harder than when you're first doing it. Just follow exactly. You might need to watch this a few times, but once you get it, this is the most boring part. Then we're going to hit Open with SSH, and we're going to paste it in. We're not going to press that. You're going to want to press that. What you're going to do is you're going to hit Add New SSH Host. You're going to paste it in again. You're going to press Enter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press the top one, Connect, and then we are going to press, once this Open Folder button shows up right here, and you can press this, you're going to click on this Workspace, and now we're going to press OK. And now we should be fully synced up. Normally, when using this template, I would set up Firebase right from the beginning. However, I'm not going to do that today. We're just going to build the functionality of the app, and then at the end, we're going to add in the functionality to save the data to your profile. I don't think it's going to be too difficult because we're not going to have any storage. Now, all we do is we're just going to hit Command I, and now we're opening Composer, the greatest feature I've ever used in the history of software. Okay, so this is the order that I'm going to go in. Maybe we should go SupaData first. Let's do that, actually. Let's do SupaData first. And what we're going to do is SupaData first. Let's just have SupaData, which has an input link. We put in the YouTube link, and it will output a transcript. So let's start off with that. Let's go into Replit. And what we can do here is we can say, I want to use the SupaData to extract the transcript from a YouTube link. That is what this API does. I want you to create a very simple input search bar that looks clean in the center of the page, and that is where the user is going to put in the link for the YouTube video. You will have a loading indicator, and once it's done loading, you will show a button that says the transcript is done, that it is pulled, and then if the user clicks on that, they can open it up. And it opens up center peak, full window, and the user can see and read the transcript and have a copy transcript button in that pop-up. And what we need to do is we need to go to the SupaData. We need to go to the documentation, SupaData docs. And we're going to hit getting started. Okay, here we go. YouTube, get transcript, right? That's basically all it has, get URL content. So I'm just going to copy this right here. And I'm just going to say, here are the docs, and we're going to paste that in. And then we'll also can put getting started, just in case it needs it. I have put in, even though I haven't put it in yet, SupaData API underscore key in the Replit secrets folder. We are using Replit. It'll know that it's using Replit secrets instead of a .env file. I don't really even know the difference, but I know that it matters because I've done this so much. And then one other thing, when using the template, I want you to make this the main home page. This should completely replace all of the things that are on the main page in the template for this application. And that's pretty cool. We're going to use the agent, and we're just going to hit submit. While that is loading, what we can do is we can actually put in, so in Replit, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here, we're going to press secrets. This is where you put in your API keys. I already have an API key for SupaData. I've used this before. And as you can see here, we have this built in where you can put in your OpenAI key, new secret. And I'm going to make sure we put in the same exact thing that I said. So SupaData underscore API underscore key. And now I'm going to paste that in. Okay, so I just pasted in that API key. Now I'm going to hit stop. After you ever put in secrets, you want to stop the run of the project and you want to restart it. And there you go, it's already done. And so let's just go ahead and accept the changes. And here we have the YouTube transcript extractor. Let's go to YouTube and we can find any video on here. Here's Greg's.
This is one of our more crazy.
Okay, so let's click on this video. Let's copy the link. Let's go to Replit and let's paste this in and let's hit extract. Let's see if it works. There you go. And now it has a button that says view transcript and boom, this is one of our more crazy episodes. Oh wow, it's with Avi Schiffman. That's very cool. You're going to have ideas flow in as you do it. All we did was generate a video transcript, but this is one prompt, right? This is the first prompt that we ran on Cursor. One prompt. We now have this YouTube video extractor. It extracted the YouTube video, which is awesome. Now, what we want to do is we want to use Deepseek. So what we're going to do here is we can go to deepseek.com, and so we can access their API. And this is the cheapest model ever. I've been using this like crazy already, and I've used 7 cents. It is cheaper in this initial period than it will be, but it's still 10 times cheaper than OpenAI. So that means for every 10 prompts you do with Deepseek will cost the same amount as one prompt with OpenAI. And some people are like, Deepseek is a Chinese company. I don't trust them. You trust OpenAI? Are you kidding me? Anyway, so what we need to do is we need to get our API token. I already have my API token copied to my clipboard, but that's where you find it. And then we should go to docs. And there, we're going to go to the API reference. Let's go to the chat completion. And we're going to want Node.js. And so what we can do within Cursor is we can just copy this link, which is the chat completion. And then we can also do your first API call. I like to do like the intro and then like whatever we want to use. And we want to use the chat completion. So what we're going to do here is we are going to paste in both of those links. So I'm just going to paste that link in, and I'm also going to paste in this next link here. And I'm going to say, I want to use Deepseek. This is an AI model, a lot like ChatGPT. I will enter the API key in Replit secrets. What I want you to do is I want you to analyze the transcript, and I want you to analyze the hook and the intro. And I actually have already created a prompt for this. Let me go find it. Okay, I had to think about it for a second, and this is kind of the flow that I want. So this is kind of the prompt that I want to use. Okay, so this prompt is a little bit longer. So you're going to take the full transcript that is generated from the SupaData and feed it to Deepseek. And so do this automatically. So as soon as the transcript is generated, show me the same functionality that we have already while indicating that the analysis is loading. Okay. Whatever the context window is for Deepseek, make it feed only the max amount into Deepseek model so it doesn't fail with too much context. Okay, here is how I want you to analyze this transcript. You are generating a hook outline. Basically, it's going to analyze every single line, and I even made a mock-up example the other day. I think it's going to be in here somewhere. Here we go. This is how I want it to show up. Right? I want it to look something like this. This is what I want it to be like. It's like, my only regret is I didn't make an I'm quitting YouTube video because I could have gotten so many views. It goes through the entire intro, and then it has a little explanation on what makes it good. It goes, uses contrarian surprise, hitting a significant event, quitting YouTube, didn't happen. So it explains every single line of the hook. And we're gonna run that. And so what we're gonna do here is we are going to, let's run this. And now the agent is just kind of going to work here. Oh, and what we need to do is we need to put the Deepseek API token into the secrets folder here. So if we scroll up to new secret, and we're just going to call this Deepseek API key, and we'll paste it right here. And again, after you ever add a new secret, you're just going to want to stop the project and rerun it. And now we'll come back to here. We'll see what it did. I've created a new API key. It made, okay, what did it use for the context window? That's what I'm curious about. 4,000, okay. And we should be good to go. We're not seeing any errors on loading. Let's see if this just works. So what we're gonna do is okay. Well, let's go find a YouTube video and let's first test and see if it works with a short video. I don't wanna, let's grab this video right here by Devin, and let's just copy this link, and we'll go back to this link right here. Let's go ahead and paste it in, and we'll hit analyze. Wow, wait, okay, no way it just worked. Okay, it's loading. The hook analysis is loading. No way this is just gonna work right away. Yeah, okay, we got some errors. That's okay. That's totally fine. We're just gonna copy this error and say, we got errors. And we'll paste it in like that. Okay, so it looks like it's done. Let's give this a try. Let's use the same link. Is that the right link? Okay, let's use this link. Let's analyze this. Let's see if this works. Okay, oh, now it has this loading indicator. It didn't have this last time. And we'll make this look nicer, don't worry. I agree, it looks gross. View analysis, boom! That's what's up. Look at this. It did an intro analysis, and usually you go pay for, but in today's video, we'll find out if Devin's real deal is latest overhyped ChatGPT wrapper. Okay, so we can get it to clean it up maybe a little bit, but this is the intro, and then it did a body outline. So introduction to Devin, and this is exactly what I want, right? This is the concept for a video, right? And the intro hook is the most important thing. And yeah, this is just a fun way to study what other content creators are doing. And so that's cool. So that's exactly what we wanted. We could improve this. This is a good start. All right. Now I want you to put another page with a search bar in the app. This should be accessible by pressing a search button in the top bar, and I'm just going to put search. Actually, we're going to call this YouTube search is the name of the page. For this one, we're going to be using SERP. This experience, the user is going to enter in a YouTube search, just like a search phrase for any topic they're interested in. And you are going to show the videos and all of the data that you will have access with the SerpAPI in a list, and show the thumbnail and the amount of views and everything in a very clean list. And I'm going to give you the SerpAPI API token, and I will put it in my Replit secrets. Okay, so as I said earlier, the SerpAPI, here we go. So we can sign in to SerpAPI, and I've used this before, and you get 100 free searches. So we're just going to keep using that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to this. These are all the documentation, and they have a lot of things on the SerpAPI. It's not just YouTube search term. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this link right here, and we're going to go into Cursor, paste that in. I think that's a good start. So let's get that started. And again, this is the third API token we need to add. Serp API underscore API key. I know it sounds redundant, but it's called SerpAPI is the name of the service. I think that's what it is in their documentation. Now I'm going to paste it in right here. And once again, after you've pasted that in, make sure that you stop your project, rerun it, and we can come back here. It's still working. And there we go. Let's go ahead and hit accept all. Let's go see what progress we have. So we immediately have an error. Let's refresh to see if we still have it. Yes, so we have this error. Let's go back to Cursor and just paste it in and say error. And let's go ahead and accept this. Let's see how it did. Oh, so it added this like navigation bar at the top. And again, we can change the styling later. And it also has YouTube search. That takes a while to load, that's okay. And we can now search YouTube videos. Now let's give it a test. So let's type in Cursor Composer search. We got a ton of errors. And this just looks like an image error or something. I don't think this is going to be a big deal. So let's just go ahead and paste this in just like this. Please help fix. And we'll run that. What we're going to do here is we're going to hit accept, and let's go see this. It should refresh the page. We'll try the link again. Cursor Composer, and we'll search that. And here we go. We see this right here. Where am I? Come on. The thumbnails, this is a minor, the thumbnails should be visible 16 by 9, not square. I just want to fix that. But look at that. We have these search results, and we can click on this.
The new cursor agent.
And it takes us to these videos, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and hit accept. And now we can see them in full. So we can see them just like this. And that's very fun. So now we can combine these features a little bit. Okay, so now what I want to have happen is I want to utilize we're going to let the Deepseek model go crazy. And so what we're going to do here is after I press enter on the search page, beneath there should be a new dialog box that comes in, and that will be the research question. Once the user has typed in a research question that is over 30 characters long, it will then allow users to hit the analyze button on all of the search results. And for that, what that's going to do is it's going to use the Deepseek model to look at the full transcripts of each of those videos, and it's going to use the research question to analyze those transcripts. I want these to be shown as cards. So let's say my research question is, show me ways to use AI coding tools. And let's say a video that you're analyzing has 10 different ways to use AI with coding tools. That should be one, each of those should be one chunk. So there should be 10 different chunks for that video. And so you're going to want to format the output so that it is a maximum of like 5 sentences, and they should look like cards rather than show up as like one giant chunk of a document. And once the transcript is pulled for that one, similar to the other page, I want you to have a show transcript button. And then once you're using the SupaData to pull the transcript, and then you're using Deepseek to analyze it. Same as before. So it should be the same process, we're just on a new page. Don't change the homepage of this application. You're just changing the search functionality right now. Whew, this is gonna be a tough one. We'll see. It's done. Let's hit accept all. Let's go back to YouTube search. Let's give it a reset. Now let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see what we do here. So let's type in cursor AI coding, and we'll hit search. We should get a new field popping up right here. Enter your research question. Okay, nice. This is looking good so far. Let's go like this. Ways to use cursor to create apps without knowing how to code. And we do see an error here. I'm going to copy this for later. Let's just see if this one works. So we're going to hit analyze. And so it's analyzing right now, and we'll see. No way it gets this. There's just no way. Oh my God, it did it. Cursor is an AI code editor that integrates AI features into coding environments similar to VS Code. So here's the transcript. Analyze a video in the transcript in the context of the following research question. Include the most relevant to the research question first. So here, I'm just going to put adjustments to prompt. Include the most, first. Each of the ideas should have a short, concise, 6 words or less title. Okay, so we are testing this on AI coding, arguments for and against whether or not people should be programmers with AI. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and analyze 3. Okay, so this one's working. Let's see. Did multiple work at a time? Did it pull? Okay. So maybe you have to wait. Actually, don't hate that. ATOs like GitHub and ChatGPT lower the barrier to entry. Okay, that's quite interesting. And then we can run it again, yeah? There we go. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is pretty cool. The points do not have titles. They still say point 1, etc. All right, let's see. Oh, shit. It immediately fixed it. So it was generating them. It just wasn't updating on the front end, and this immediately switched it. Let's test it one more time. This one's from 14 hours ago. These seem to be very recent. Damn, quite a bit of... Oh yeah, here's the Lex Friedman cursor one here. Which one did we just do? Oh, this one. Okay, cool. All right, so this works. All right, now for a little bit of a boring part, but I want to be able to save the searches that I find interesting. I also want to be able to remove one of the points by pressing an X on them. This should only be visible on hover. And I also, let's just do it right now, want to be able to save each of these results. And I want it to save exactly as it's displayed in the page. And so I want to be able to just select one video result. And if I generate a transcript and analysis on it, I want it to be able to save that with all of that information to my profile. I want it to show up in my profile, and we should add a profile icon to the top bar. And we're going to be using Google Firebase for this. And this template comes with Firebase, and the logic is already built in. Look at the full code base, figure out how to connect that. I will connect Firebase database to this template, and I'll put in the API keys and everything. please connect that. And so we're just going to go ahead and run this. While it's doing this, follow along closely. We're going to type in firebase.google.com. We're going to go to the console. What we're going to do here is we're going to create a project. We're going to type in creator tube, and we're going to hit continue. And we're going to turn this off for a sec. We're going to hit create project. And while that is loading, we're going to go to we're going to open these up in a split view right here. So now we have Replit on this side right here. We're going to go to secrets, scroll up to the top right here. As you can see, we have these Firebase keys, templates set up for you to paste in immediately. So as soon as this project is created, you're going to press this web app button. We're going to call this creator tube, and we're going to hit register app. As soon as it's done, it's going to give us our Firebase keys. Okay, so you want to keep those keys secret, so I just copied and pasted them off camera and pasted them in here. And when you're done, you hit add secret. Make sure you add all these secrets. And as I talked about before, as soon as you add all those secrets, we're going to press stop, and then we're going to hit play again. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go up to, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to Firestore database, and we are going to select this thing that pops up right here, create database. And we are going to press this button right here, start in test mode, and we're going to hit create. And then we're going to wait for this to finish. And we're going to do the same thing with the authentication, or something quite similar. We're going to go to authentication, and we have to be able to have people sign in with their email. So we're going to have get started, and we're just going to have Google for now. We're going to enable, so this allows people to sign in with Google. And you see here, the sign in button was already added by the agent. And so I'm just going to hit accept all real quick, but we're not done. We're going to hit Riley, just add in whatever email that you set up Firebase with will be the automatic email for this help email. We need to go to Replit and press on this like Replit dev domain. We're going to copy this, and we're going to go to settings within authentication. We're going to hit authorize domains. We're going to add a domain right here. We're going to hit add. Now that's in there. So we've authorized this domain. I'm going to give it a refresh just to make sure. Let's go ahead and let's separate these tabs. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just try and sign in. And that's good. So we're signing in here, and we're signed in. So I can hit my profile. And so no saved results yet. Wow, if it gets this, I'm going to be blown away. Cursor AI. So we can hit search, and we're going to say how to code using cursor without knowing how to code. Okay, analyze, and this, okay, we're getting an error. Is there no save button? Here are my rules. And so remember, we copied those rules a little bit ago. Here are the rules. 2, I don't see the ability to save the, oh wait, maybe I can, because if I'm, okay, yeah, we can, okay. On the search feature, I want to be able to save. I want to be able to remove some of the key points, but there should be a button right next to analyze. It should be a gray button, and it should be an icon, not text, that is like a save button or whatever. When I press it, it should save all of this information as one entry in the database, which has the title, the amount of views, everything about the video. It should save to the database. And I should be able to see all the key points about it as well. And that is what I want to happen. The cards, as you see in the image, there's 7 cards showing down below. I want to be able to remove them from the view. And then when I save, it should only save the points that I want. Okay, so it had me install this, install Little Core. No idea what that is, but I trust him. And it gave me new Firebase or Firestore rules. So we're just going to copy this. We're going to go into Firebase. We're going to go to Firestore database. We're going to go into rules, and then we're going to edit them. Paste this bad boy in here. Publish. What we're going to do, okay, let's test this again. AI coding tools top. And now we can say 5 coding assistants. That sounds pretty cool. Tools made for AI coding that I can use. This should be awesome. Let's just analyze this video. Let's just pick this one. AI coding tools. Let's see. So we should have a new save button. We should have those X's. So, okay, so we have the save button. And the X's are on there. So these X's are only there when you hover, which I like. That's pretty cool. And yeah, let's say we don't need that. Source graph Cody. Okay. So now what happens when we do this? Save results successfully. Wow. Okay, my profile. Oh shit. Okay, and then we can see details. Okay, so please save all the data exactly as shown on the search results. It shows up ugly, and the transcript should be a button to view it, not written out in full. But you should save the image URL and the amount of views and all the information that you can from that data. And it's done. Let's go see how it did. We'll go back to the profile. Let's see if it's saved properly in profile. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so I also want to be able to save the transcript analyzer. Within the profile, I also want a section for transcript analyses. And this should be saved as like a separate section, and I want it to save exactly as it shows up in the main page. And I'm talking about the analysis page where I put in a link directly and it gives me the hook outline. I want to be able to save those to the database to my profile. After it's done loading, we need to first test to see if it loads up correctly. View analysis, okay, looks good. Now save analysis, okay. These should be in two separate pages. Good, it's not showing up down below. Hook templates, nice. We can now rename it. So this is a Fireship quick vid. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Wow, we can save all these now. That's pretty sweet. All right, let's accept all. Let's start a new. And then now we can go to my research and we can see everything that's stored for my account. Okay, nice. All right. On the main homepage of this app, the section where it's called YouTube Content Analyzer, I want you to make sure that it's vertically aligned to the top instead of centered. And I want you to make the theme of this site black and white. And I want you to make the top bar grid lines, faint grid lines behind the buttons. So that's just in the top bar. And then I want you to make the background of this site to be white. Make the input field bar just look better and change zero functionality. And I literally mean zero functionality whatsoever. And you're gonna see here that like cursor is just as good as V0 at designing. Ooh, you know what? I like these. Okay, actually, I want you to add those grid lines behind the whole front main page. Like, please keep that design. I like that. Make them a little bit darker in the header as they are in the main site, please. And let's just test it to make sure we didn't lose any functionality. Analyze, okay, nice. And we can save analysis. Analysis saved successfully, accept all. The drop down for the menu should be not behind the grid lines. It's no longer visible. Please bring that forward. When I press the profile icon to show the little drop down, it's not visible. It looks like it's being blocked. Please fix. Okay, there we go. Now, please at the bottom of the top bar, add a thick black line. Change zero functionality on any page whatsoever. You're just changing the background. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go YouTube, PNG, and let's just save image as, actually no, let's get this one right here. We'll save image quickly, just make a little design here. We can go Instagram, Square, and let's go ahead and put this in here. We're gonna go all the way up to the top here. We're gonna go like this, boom, share, download. Let's make this smaller, 540 by 540, a PNG file. Let's delete this. And we got this downloaded here. What we can do is we're gonna change this to PNG. We're gonna drag this into the public folder, and I'm just going to, we didn't do no background, damn it. File, transparent background. Okay, so we got it with a transparent background, YT logo. Let's go like that. We'll drag that bad boy in there. And now let's go check on the site first before we make the next change. Creator tube. Make this heading analyze the hook of any YouTube video. And here I'm going to put YT before the text, and it's in the public folder. All right, so we're going to add a little bit of color here. We'll get the YouTube logo in there. And then right after that's done, below that, put a very brief, high quality instructions on how to use this page. Okay, make the logo centered and above the text, actually. And we can accept everything so far. Paste any YouTube URL. Okay, this is gonna look better once this is centered and above here. Hold on, let's see. Okay, let's go like this. We'll go like this. Boom. Add a line break like this. Make logo 2x as big. All right, now we have it. Okay, that looks a lot better. Analyze the hook of any YouTube video. Paste the link, paste YouTube URL here. We can paste this in and we hit analyze. Please have 3 centered loading indicators of text pop up on top of each other. Analyzing transcript, extracting hook, extracting outline. They should come out with a 1-second display, and after the analysis is loaded, then they should go away. Do not have any change in functionality. This is just a loading indicator to make it more responsive and fun. Also, please make the buttons, make these a little bit lighter gray, and make the save analysis button an icon and make it a different color of some kind. That's not too crazy. Make it red, but not like bright red. Make it a nice little cool red. All right, some more styling here. So we can view this transcript. We can also view the analysis. Cool. Let's give this a shot. Let's see what this looks like. Analyzing transcript. Oof. Extracting hook. All right. Looks not too bad. Let's actually do that again. So here, I'm going to screenshot this. Put the text below the buttons, please. I like this, actually. It's very nice. View analysis, view transcript, and save. Save successfully. Not too bad. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so now let's test this again. Let's see what this looks like. The buttons come in above it. I like it. I like it. This kind of has this like diamond shape to it. And then once it's done loading, these buttons will stay in place. And we have this save button. Okay, that's not too bad. And that's pretty clean, actually. For the YouTube search, please apply the same stylistic qualities to the search bar and search area without changing any of the functionality. And I'm serious, no functionality changes, just styling changes, and include the logo in the same size, centered at the top, the same. I want it to kind of look the same, but this one should be more about YouTube search. Change the top header of the other transcript analyzer, change that to hook analyzer. All right, we are cooking now. Damn, that's pretty solid. Maybe make the analyze button on the hook analyzer page, make that just like an enter arrow and make it smaller. It shouldn't be analyze, it's too big and obnoxious. So we can accept this. It's probably got some more styling stuff to do. Let's see how it's doing. I don't see any changes. So change the hook analyzer with the YouTube search is gonna be cooking up. Accept that. All right, search and analyze YouTube videos, YouTube research, YouTube hooks, YouTube search. That's pretty cool. Okay. Now, let's submit this. So I want this button to change right here to just like an arrow, like something not as obnoxious. So we can hit accept. There we go. I like that more. Nice, feels good. Circling, I don't hate it. Coming in hot. And these will extracting outline, and boom, we can save it. And it's red, so it's everything. We can view the analysis, view the transcript, and we can save it. Analysis saved successfully. We can go to my research, and then we can go to the hooks template, and cool. I'm actually not gonna style that page for now, I want to add one more thing to this app. Let's go like this. I want to add one more page. And what I want to add in this page is as follows. I want you to add something in the database which allows me to just add text. And I just use a simple, it doesn't need to be a markdown editor, just a place where I can type, and make that on the right side of the page. On the left side of the page, I want two panels on top of each other. And on the top one, I want my research, and on the bottom one, I want my hook templates. And I want them to be listed there as just like fields, right? Don't list all the information about them, but I want to be able to select them. And when I select them, I want to be able to, on the right side of the page, type into an AI prompt where I can basically type my ideas on the right side of the page and then select which ones the hook template I want to use, and then I want to use an AI prompt to write my ideas in the hook prompt while using the research that I have selected. And it should all be put into the Deepseek AI model, and we should run it right there. And we will run that. All right, it's done. Let's check it out. Okay, so it added two. Script editor. Okay, so research notes, hook templates, AI assistant. Okay, you can type to your AI assistant, and we have the script editor right here. Okay. Let's not worry about formatting for now. It looks super weird. Okay, so we're running into permissions issues. Here are current rules. Okay, so this is just permissions issues. This should be solved within one prompt. So we just got to go here. We're going to grab the current rules, and we'll paste those here, submit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come to this how to become a master storyteller video. This is by Kane Calloway, and we're going to copy this. And we are going to paste this in, we're going to paste this into the hook analyzer, and we're going to save this. So we're going to be able to use this hook outline, which is pretty cool. If this works, I actually don't think it's fully set up yet, but I just want to save it to our personal database. And we can now extract this outline and check this out. So we're going to hit save. And this will show up in my research under hook templates. Obviously, I could do some changing here. Where does this show up? Here it is. We're going to call this Kane Quick Hit. This is a Kane Quick Hit. I'm naming it, and it's a detailed analysis or breakdown. It's the auto name, which should now show up here. So if we go to script editor, we should see the Kane Quick Hit, which is a detailed analysis or breakdown. And now what we can do is we can go do some, so what happens here? We are eating bananas. We love bananas. Okay, now what we can do is we can use let's use this research and generate script using the Kane, generate a script. Okay, this needs to be changed. This is not what I wanted at all. Okay, for the script editor, this is what I want. Listen carefully. The script editor the panels on the left look great. On the right side, it should just be a plain document where I can write my ideas. And once I'm done, there should be a button on the bottom right that says generate script. What that will do is it will run the Deepseek prompt. And the Deepseek prompt should be designed to take the ideas that I wrote in that page and use the hook template and add the research from the research section. To reiterate, I'll say it again, and we'll paste that in right here. Okay? Now, what we can do is let's just go ahead and use the Kane Quick Hit. I'm going to copy this to clipboard so we can have access to it. We'll go to 3 and 4. Now let's generate a script. Okay, failed to generate a script, try again. All right, let's try this again, generate script. Something's happening. Let's generate the script. We will see if this works. So we'll see if we get that pop-up again. We should get that pop-up again. Okay, we'll call this big pod with 2 Ds, save. Okay, where did it go? Okay, maybe we need to refresh. Come on, baby. Big pod. Okay, so there it is. It showed up in the generated scripts. I don't see the generated script here. Please make sure it generates properly. It should not ask me to save until I see the script loaded on the page. Please figure this out. Let's go over the app that we created in a little over an hour. So what we can do here is we can grab any video that we think has a good hook, and we're like, okay, I want to create a video just like that. And let's go ahead and listen to it.
That right there is the toe bone from a baby dinosaur.
Wow, that's a good hook. That right there is a toe bone of a baby dinosaur. That's a good hook. All right, let's extract that. Boom. Analyzing transcript, extracting hook. The analysis is loading. We can view the transcript while it's loading. The analysis will complete momentarily. There we go. We can view the analysis. So that right there is the toe bone of a baby dinosaur. And it gives it a content type. Obviously, we can improve some of the AI prompting. We did this in a little over an hour, but here it gives us the hook and everything. And so we can save it. And let's say we wanted to create that. This right there is a toe bone of a dinosaur. No, let's say we wanted to make a video on ancient artifacts found in jungles. And we can search this. And this will go through. And so we can add a research question here. Things found in the jungle that are valuable. And that's the main focus of the analysis that will be generated. And so I can just go through here and I can just analyze all of them. And so we're just running Deepseek over and over again on these transcripts. And it's basically free. Like I can analyze 10 of those transcripts in the same cost as ChatGPT would do one, because that's how cheap it is. Okay, so we got some cool things. All right, you know what? This is a good thing we can save. We can save that. Ooh, yeah, let's save that. And then we can dive at a deeper level. We're like, you know what? We actually don't want to keep that. Actually, no, that's pretty cool. Let's get rid of that. And then we can save it. And so now what we have here is we can go to my research and we can look at our hook templates first of all. And we can find, I can organize this better, dinosaur. Okay, so so we have this detailed breakdown. All right, and so we can rename this and we'll just call this Clio Fire Hook. Or Clo Fire Hook, that's okay. We'll hit save. Now that's what it's called. So now we can use that when writing a script. So now we can go to the top here, we can go to our script editor, and we can, what can we do here? Yeah, so we can find, we saved this, where's the ancient artifacts? So we'll use these to research, we did research quickly, and then we can look for Clo Fire Hook, and we can just go, cool things I found in the jungle. And I'm gonna add O1 to this later, but I couldn't get it to work for the streaming and I have to go in 5 minutes. So let's see, generate script. This should, all right, so this right here is a 9,000-year-old seal from an ancient civilization. And I'm holding it because I'm finally learning the truth about advanced societies. So it took, like, that right there is a 9,000-year-old seal from ancient civilization. So it literally took the hook from that video and converted it, right? Here.
That right there is the toe bone from a baby dinosaur. And I'm holding it because I'm finally learning the truth about dinosaurs.
And so it literally converted it into that hook. And this is a really good hook. This is one of her best videos, views-wise. And we can save this artifact, I don't know what to call it, save script. And this right here is an ancient civilization. And obviously we can make this better. We have the artifact. And so we can go back and see our old scripts, and we can go back and we can see the analyzer. So we made a hook analyzer, a YouTube search engine, and a script editor that allows us to take all of these ideas. We could take the things that we saved from research, apply the hook template into a script. If this video gets enough attention, we'll actually add these features directly into YapThread. YapThread, these are all of my voice recordings. And so there's an app, you can record your voice for up to 200 consecutive hours, and it will transcribe it perfectly. It's the best voice notes app in the world. But it's also a tool primarily made for content creators. And so I have divided up by tags, and I can click on any of these, and we can open up YapThread Composer. And so we can create a new composition, and we can use the new O1 model. And we could use, exactly as we talked about in this video, we get the hooks from YouTube creators, and we can actually turn them into, and so this is my favorite prompt, Owen, which is basically O1 analyzing what type of video that I might want, and then it generates a script right here. Then we can title it. We can call this Yap Thread video test. These are all of my voice notes. I can record voice notes here into the thread. And I do that on walks every morning. I just record my voice notes. I come back, I sit down, I see this, I open Composer, and I get started on content with a generation. And the apps that I make on this channel, I'll be testing. And here is we're working on some experimental features that are, so you're gonna be able to add sources directly. So this app also allows you to web clip anything from the internet, and you're gonna be able to add these directly into your compositions. We're also going to be able to, this is the future of, and we're adding this autocomplete feature. As you can see here, it will allow you to autocomplete using AI. This is going to be one of the most insane, and I spent my holiday working on this. This is just an early beta view, but we should have this out within the next 2 weeks. And this is called Yap Thread, and this is just what I've been working on. And that's it. You can save all your sources right here. Super proud of this app that we've been working on for about 2 months. That's why I haven't been creating as much content, but I'm about to dive right back in. And this is how I'm going to create all of my content. This is the only app that I'm going to use to write and script it. Obviously, I have tools that I use to film and edit, but this is where I'm going to keep all of my ideas. And anyway, yeah, that's the app that I've been working on. So, peace.